Scientific study of Vedas, creation of universe, starting from Brahmam, class 19. In the last class, we have gone through Indra. Indra is the driving force, or it is coordinating the activities of all the activities that taken place in this universe. What are things in connection with the creation of universe? What all things are taking place in this universe that are controlled and coordinated by this driving force Indra? We are also a part of the creation activity. We are also taking part in this creative activity, which are taking place on the basis of that plan, that is Paramatma. They created us, that force Paramatma created us to do some works. So in all our activities, the Indra is coordinating, because such an action, such a coordinative action force is required. It is essential, because when we are doing any activity, there are a number of things taking place in this activity internally. For example, if we are cooking food, we are giving the ingredients in the pot, but the output is not like that. The system absorbs, in this case Indra, we can say Indra absorbs this input materials and convert it into the product. For example, if we are cooking as curry, we may say sambar, we are giving vegetables to this system, and a number of actions are chemically taking place in these reactions, in these actions, chemical actions taking place in the pot. There is the materials are become soft due to the breakage of internal bonds in the material, and there may be some chemical reactions also taking place in that, and the product output may not be like that we supply as input. So the system takes that input and gives out a new product as output due to the changes that is taking place inside the system. And Indra is coordinating all the, for any system to function properly, a coordinating force is required, and that role is taken by Indra, and he is performing the activities based on the science that already there in the at the time of creation, and also based on that plan, that is Paramatma. Its objective is to create a new world, and this development is taking place step by step, and all are involved in these activities. And in these activities, Indra is taking the coordinating role. So it is the coordinating force. So let us go through another Rigveda Suktas one by one. There are, first we can see one, that is Rigveda Mandal 1, 6 of Sukta 7. Let us see what it says.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 7 6. ഋഷി മധു ഛന്ദസ്, ദേവത ഇന്ദ്രൻ ഛന്ദസ് ഗായത്രി. സനോ വൃഷൻ അമം ചരും സത്രാദാവന്നഭാവൃധി अस्मभ्यम् अप्रतिष्कृताम्.
It says Indra is splitting the clouds by which we are getting rain. That Indra is doing for us. That is what it says. So Indra helps us in different ways. To rain, it is combining different types of clouds. Different types means different with the different charges. They are combining and breaking the bonds, etc., and by which rain is falling. It also says Indra helps us whenever we ask any help from it. Actually, no request is required. When we go to do some work, Indra will automatically come there. This controlling force will come there. Now let us go to Rigveda Mandal 1, 9 of Sukta 10 and see what it says.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 10-9. ഋഷി മധുഛന്ദസ്, ദേവത ഇന്ദ്രൻ ഛന്ദസ് അനുഷ്ടുപ്പ്. ആശ്രുത്കർണശ്രുതിഹവം നോ ചിദ്ദതിഷ്വ മേ ഗിരഃ ഇന്ദ്രസ്തോമമിവം മമ കൃഷ്വ യുജശ്ചിത് അന്തരം.
It says Indra accepts all the calls of all those who are doing work, even the call of our enemy also. So in this, he requests Indra to give some importance to our action, importance to our work, give some preference to our work. Because Indra is helping both us and our enemies. If we are cooking food, Indra will come here. And if enemy also cooking food, he also does. Because it is there throughout this universe, Indra is there. This is driving force, it is not a single thing. It is throughout there. So it is involved in everyone's activity. That is what it says. It is not only helping us, it is everywhere. Wherever there is action take place, Indra will be there. Now let us go to Rigveda Mandal 1, 11 of Sukta 10 and see what it says.
ഋഗ്വേദം മണ്ഡലം 1 സൂക്തം 10-11. ആതൂന ഇന്ദ്ര കൗശിക മന്ദസാനാസുതം പിബ നവ്യമായോ പ്രസൂതിരകൃതി സഹസ്രസാം ഋഷിം.
It says Indra takes the soma or input which we give to it. It absorbs it. That means the system is absorbing the input. If we are supplying rice, water and Agni to Indra in a pot at the time of cooking, Indra take that rice, water, everything and it gives out. That means this system, he is controlling the activity. He takes that system and gives out a cooked food. It is entirely different from the input that we gave. So we can say that the system absorbs or Indra absorbs it and gives out the output that we wishes. And it says, due to which financially we will become very rich. Because if we are doing any activity, business activity, using some works or businesses or starting some industries or doing some agriculture activity, Indra will help us to finish the work and by which we will get money by selling those products and we will become rich. So Indra is the driving force or coordinating force that is there everywhere in this universe and involves in every activity. What all activities are taking place at any place, he will involve it, including our activities also. Now let us think about another Devada, that is Narada. We know Narada is another technical force. It is a pulse. Narada is involving any one's activities and it is forcing to start the activity at a particular well-defined time as per Paramatma's plan. Take an example. Suppose we are approaching a door to enter inside it. It may automatically open. In big malls, such a doors are there. When we reach at a particular distance, there is a sensor there. It produces a triggering pulse. That triggering pulse triggers the motor which opens the door. A single pulse. It goes to the motor and it triggers it. Immediately that motor works and opens the door. So in electronics, triggering pulse is an essential thing in all TV. Sending rocket, we are sending triggering pulses. We are now using remote to control. We are sending triggering some pulses. Likewise, it is time bound. When we approach a particular distance at that particular time, that triggering pulse is creating. In the picture too, the triggering pulse is controlling the picture in the screen, in the picture tube. It will trigger at the correct time. If there is slight difference, the picture will roll, mix. Different pictures will mix and roll in the screen, in the old picture tube, not present. Old picture tube, that big one. So that triggering time is very critical. If there is slight change, picture will break and it will roll. Likewise, in every electronic equipment, there is triggering pulse. Likewise, there is a triggering pulse like character in Puranas, that is Indra. It triggers our mind and forced to do something. Without thinking, we will do something. That will result in complicated issues. Most of the revolutions are taking place due to some minor incidents that triggers the action. Sudden strikes are taking place due to some small issues, not a small, some triggering issues, that is triggering issues. So likewise, it is controlling the activities of all the things in the universe, that triggering pulse. So that is characterized as Narada. So Narada can go anywhere, from Paramatma to Brahma, Vishnu, everywhere it can go. And it will trigger and create some issues. So some actions are to be as per plan. Brahma's plan, things are taking place as per plan. The creating activities continuing as per plan. At certain times, certain decisions have to be taken quickly at that time to change the direction of the progress of work. So Narada will, this triggering pulse will influence those person, and he will suddenly respond. That will completely change the situation. That may result in quarrel also. It may result in war also. But actually what is happening is, as per plan, a sudden change to the situation is required. A sudden change from the present state to a new one is required. Such a situations also are there. As per plan, at certain times, sudden changes may be required. So such a triggering pulse is required. So Narada goes there. That is why quarrel take place between different Devadas. In the Purana story, there are this Narada is creating quarrel between between Devadas. It also influences Shiva, Brahma, Vishnu everywhere. Narada can go anywhere because, as per the plan, this is an important procedure by which an issue is, an action is to be taken that will result in the, that may result into a complicated situation, but at the same time it is going towards the direction where the final objective of the Paramatma is to be met. Everything is happening for the same thing, that is, it is to be completed, this creation of this universe to be completed at the right time. So at the right time, it is related with time. At the right time, some decisions are to be taken that may completely change the present situation to a new situation. For creating such things, this in Narada is going to act as a triggering pulse. It will completely change the situation and create into a new direction. But that direction is toward achieving that final goal. So that is Narada. Such forces are also in electronics, in modern engineering. Triggering pulse is an essential thing. It is time-bound action. At a proper time, certain things are to be done to change the direction of the movement of our system. That also is there in creation activity, creation of this universe also. In the management itself, at certain times, management will take a sudden decision. They will change the whole system and move in a separate direction because to achieve its objective. Sometimes such sudden changes are required. In the creation of universe also, at certain times, such sudden changes are required. So that is not a smooth process. That is why Indra is, in the Purana story, it says that Indra is creating coral everywhere. No. Even though it is results in coral, it is for good reasons. The only reason is the system is to be moved towards forward so as to attain the final objective of the Brahman. It wants to create a very good world at the right time.